Hi, this is Trey Bassett. Welcome to my Blu Ray update for the week beginning October 16th, 2016. I have a few titles from Best Buy. Let's get through. This is going to be a quick update. Okay, the first thing I got was a Steelbook. I love Steelbooks. And I got the Ghostbusters. This is the pop art Best Buy exclusive Steelbook. Ghostbusters movie, which I reviewed earlier on my channel if you want to look for that, what I thought of it. But it wasn't that bad of a movie. I know people gave it a lot of crap because it was females Ghostbusters, but it wasn't as bad as they made it out to be. It was a decent movie. It wasn't spectacular. It was nowhere near the original in terms of comedy and stuff, but it was an okay movie. But it wasn't the worst movie. Okay, like people, they just crapped on it just when they heard it was going to be female Ghostbusters, and it wasn't that bad. Okay, I thought Chris Hemsworth was funny in this, and I loved what's her name? Holtz. What's her name? What's her name? Kristen Wiig. Kate McKinnon, who I absolutely love. Who I thought she was just fantastic, and I know she was constantly flirting with Kristen Wiig's character. Okay, she was constantly flirting with her. Okay, but I love Kate McKinnon. She was absolutely fantastic, and I liked what's called Leslie Jones too. She wasn't as over the top, and Melissa McCarthy, believe it or not, was subdued in this movie. Usually she's like way over the top in her movies, but I thought she was pretty good in that movie. Anyway, these next two movies are actually movies. I don't know if you can see it. It's right here. I know you can't see it because it's there, but a few years ago I got the. Wait, hold on, I can show you. I had got this Legacy collection years ago. I got this actually, I think, from what's this store that closed? And this is the old classic horror movies. Dracula, Frankenstein came with the bust, and it had the Dracula collection, had the Wolfman collection, it had the Frankenstein monster collection in it. Okay, and this was DVDs, and I got this from Blockbuster. That's what I got from years ago. I bought this because I loved old classic Universal horrors. One of my favorite horrors is the classic Universal horror. So I got this. These are on DVDs. All the films with Dracula in it, with Frankenstein and the Wolfman, and the bust that came with it, which was a nice bonus. Okay, which I absolutely love. This one of the proudest things I'm proud of is in my collection. I saw that I had to immediately get it. So imagine my surprise. I went to Best Buy yesterday, and I saw these movies, some of these movies on Blu-ray. So I had to get it. It was just, of course, $22.99 plus it's Halloween, so of course it was on sale. But I got the Wolfman collection. This is all 7 films, first time together on Blu-ray. Okay, this has the Wolfman in it. Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula, Abbott and Costello meets Frankenstein, Werewolf of London, and She-Wolf of London. Okay, so on Blu-ray, and I love Lon Chaney Jr. That's probably one of my absolute favorite horror movies of all time, The Wolfman. I absolutely love Lon Chaney in this part as the Wolfman. I thought he just fantastic. I absolutely love this. That's probably my all-time favorite horror movie. I have to say that without a doubt. I just love the character of Wolfman, and Lon Chaney absolutely brought him to life. John Chaney Jr. brought him to life and made you feel so much for the character throughout the series. So got that, and of course, the next thing, of course, is the Frankenstein collection, of course, and this has 8 films in it. And this has the original Frankenstein, the Bride of Frankenstein, Son of Frankenstein, Ghost of Frankenstein, Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula, Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. Of course, Boris Karloff started off, as the monster, and he was in 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he was in the first 3 films as the Frankenstein monster. And of course, in Frankenstein, the Bride of Frankenstein, and Son of Frankenstein. And then a Ghost of Frankenstein, Lon Chaney Jr., who didn't make him. I don't know if you can see. Oh, sorry, because of the glare, you can't see that. But down there at the bottom there left, you see him with Bela Lugosi as Igor and the little girl he kidnaps in Ghost of Frankenstein. And then, of course, in the next movie, Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. I know the original thing was they were going to have Lon Chaney play the monster again and be the Wolfman, but they, I guess, decided against it, and they cast Bela Lugosi as the Wolfman. And the sad thing about that movie is that they cut the dialogue. They actually filmed it with the creature actually talking, and then they cut the dialogue, and they said that footage they could never find that footage, which I would love if if somebody ever finds that footage. They said they cut that the original Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. They had the monster talking, and you can see it in some of the footage. You know, when they do the voiceover, you see Lon Chaney doing the voiceover. The creature was actually talking, because remember in Ghost of Frankenstein, he got Igor's brain put into him, so he could actually talk, and it made sense that Bela Lugosi would be the monster, and Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, and talk in his voice, because that's whose voice got put into his brain, got put into the creature. But of course they cut out. They thought people were laughing. I think they said people laughed at the screening, hearing the monster talking that in Bella's accent. So they cut all the dialogue from him, which is really a shame, because I would love to see that version, the restored version of Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. That would be fantastic if they ever find that. And maybe one day they will, and they can release that. That would be great to see it, the original version of Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, which is again another one of my favorite movies. You know, first big monster clash, Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, which is, I loved it. If you ever watch the trailer, let's go on YouTube and watch the trailer for Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. The trailer alone will get you hyped and want to see the movie. And it's amazing how these movies, they're made for, you know, they were made, I think, Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, I think it's only like maybe 73 minutes, maybe. It was like an hour and 13 minutes, but so much happens in that movie. The Wolfman gets resurrected. He goes on, you know, gets put into a hospital, kills people, gets put to the hospital, escapes from the hospital, kills again, meets up with Frankenstein, finds the Frankenstein monster, meets a scientist who promises to kill him and kill the creature, but actually restores the creature. And then of course he changes into a Wolfman, and then they have the clash between the monster and the Wolfman, and then it blows the castle gets blown up. There's the plot right there. All that happens in like 73 minutes, and it's just absolutely fantastic. So Frankenstein collection. Again, I was looking for the Dracula one. Apparently, I don't know if that's, I have to look on Amazon and see if there is a Dracula one, because in that collection there is a Dracula of all the Dracula films. So I'm surprised. I'm pretty sure maybe they just didn't release it yet, but I'm pretty sure there has to be probably a Dracula version coming up, you know, with these two, because it had that in the DVD collection. So I'm sure maybe something with the rights or something. I have to look that up and see. But anyway, that's my pickups. These are my pickups for this week. And like I said, you know, it's Halloween, so I'm assuming that's why they released these, which is great timing, because I love, and I had to buy these two on Blu-ray. All these great horror movies on Blu-ray, had to get them. Anyway, let me know what you think of my pickups. What do you think of them? Feel free to leave comments down below. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button down below. And this is Trey Faster saying so long and take care.